And the initiative is because we've had our concessions at West Ham for young, old and disabled. They've changed it and taken them away. So they have got them universal across the ground anymore. In the top of our ground, you can get them if you're old, young or disabled. Useless, right? And it's a publicly funded ground. West Ham pay £3.5 million a year. That's 1.5 games, and West Ham are in profit. Okay, so we're not having this PSR stuff, frankly. You know, we want to work with a club to help them make the money they need, but don't exploit the loyalty of the old, the young, and the disabled, because that's the West Ham's past, present, and future. And it's as simple as that, right? Football, they told us during COVID, football was nothing without fans. I'll tell you what, they need to mean it. And with this will grow. The Football Supporters Association are supporting it, are helping us. Crew and Shankly have led the way. We've had Man City, the 1894 lot have helped us at West Ham, and we're talking to Tottenham and Newcastle. Everywhere we go, we're going to have our little banner, and every club, every Premier League club will have one of these banners if they want it, and that's it.
So, has there been much dialogue with the club at all?
With West Ham, plenty, yeah. So I'm the Joint Secretary of Hammers United. We're the biggest independent fan group, 19,500 of us. I also am chair of the Fan Advisory Board. So I do talk to the club a lot, yes.
What's that experience doing?
Let's say that negotiations are never straightforward, and we always have to be diplomatic, and we have made progress, right? And we will continue to make progress, but we've just got to make sure everyone gets their views aired. We need to be listened to, and not only listened to, active. We'll support the club, right? We'll help them get to where they want to be financially. We'll help them. But they can't keep closing us off, and they need to consult with fans like they say they do, not just tell us 5 minutes beforehand what the prices are going to be. Anyone can do that. This is proper consultation.
Have you seen like any kind of real examples of people who have been priced out again?
Yeah, plenty. Yeah, plenty. We amongst our fan advisory board, we've got the Pride of Irons, we've got Inclusive Irons. Two different examples, right? Inclusive Irons, for years when we were at Upton Park, those people, they're born in the area, and because they had different colour skins, they weren't welcome at West Ham. They are now. Just as they get welcome, they put all the prices up. Pride of Irons, right? For years, not a safe space for LGBTQ, fans. Just as it starts to become a safe space and everyone grows up a little bit, like we are now, then guess what happens? They put the prices up. This is no good. Disabled fans being told to go to the top of the stand. I mean, if anyone's been to the London Stadium, good luck. Do you know what I mean? Bring your sou'wester and your magnifying glasses.
We want to show solidarity with our brothers from West Ham. And there's a bigger picture as well. If you think about the Football Supporters Association, Spirit of Shankly, we're looking at basically like decent ticket prices. We've got all the clubs on board, and obviously the strap line is stop exploiting loyalty. And you'll see this in every single ground. Every club will have this, because we can't allow basically for ordinary people, loyal people to be priced out. If they can charge in the Cup today £27, why can't they do that basically for ordinary for Premier League games? We follow our club. We don't follow the competition. We follow the club. So, and then we've got the issue of young people as well, like Gareth Sunderland, over to Gareth and Joe now, but this young lad trying to get a ticket, it's like an absolute nightmare. To get a ticket with his dad is virtually impossible. You want to keep the master atmosphere here. You need young people like him, basically, to be going with his dad and get behind the team. So
obviously cost is one of the biggest factors in it, and getting that next generation of fans who don't have as much.
Well, the thing is that you think about where Liverpool's situated and where West Ham's situated. But in the terms of the end of the season, with multiple deprivation in one of the poorest areas in the country. So why punish loyal fans by putting prices up? It's just not right. The clubs don't need that level of money off us. Liverpool, £600 million turnover or something like that. They're making $2 million out of the season tickets. It's just absolute what?
You need to take a leaf out of what the Germans do. The German football culture has overtaken English culture. Who'd ever thought, right? And they started rewarding We need to stop exploiting it. Sports in
It seems that like over the past couple of years, I've noticed that there is like a bit more of outreach between fan groups, different clubs, like traditional big rivals. Like, putting that aside, do you think like that's the future where we're going to have to look at is the fans that are being rivals on the pitch, but when it comes to things like this, supporting each other, trying to do like affects everyone. Do you think that's the way forward?
Yeah, it's already happened as well. So we've got a £30 cap on away tickets in the Premier League. That's not something the Premier League wanted. It's not something Premier League clubs wanted. People in boardrooms. But the fans made that happen by joining forces and saying it's too expensive to go away from home and watch our clubs. So they joined forces and eventually the Premier League listened. And I feel like today is a first step to this happening again. Because what we're seeing more and more is there's a creep in terms of prices, in terms of exploitation, in terms of boardrooms saying, let's see what we can get away with, and let's see what the reaction from fans is. Well, this is the reaction from fans. This is only going to grow, and it's only going to get bigger as things go on. And, you know, we've protested in different ways in the past, outside Premier League headquarters, collectively as a group of fans across the Premier League. That's where we're headed again. It's more important than club loyalties. This is about sort of, it's almost down to who owns football, and it should be football fans. It's not a product. It's not Weetabix as an owner here once a time set. It's football, it's something we've grown up with, it's something we love, it's part of community, and you don't give this up. You don't give your club up and go and try someone else. You're in it for life, and you want your son to go, you want your daughter to go. We want to pass on a legacy to our sons, our daughters, where football's affordable. And right now, people in the boardrooms are trying to do something different. Some are opposed to that.
There's more that binds us than divides us. And I'm lucky enough to represent Spirit of Shankly and football clubs on the FSA National Council and the FSA board. And this is why we're here, because the Football Support Association recognises that the challenges that West Ham and Liverpool are facing at this moment in time have been faced all season by every other Premier League club. 18 out of the 19 clubs have upped their prices this season. We've seen concessions being eroded. We talked about before about fans with disabilities being exploited, talked about older people being exploited, and of course we've already talked about young people not being able to get into the ground. This is where it has to stop. We know that the boardrooms are talking to each other, and this is where fans talk to each other. This is where fans will make a difference.
I'm a long-standing West Ham fan. My grandfather was at 1923, first ever Wembley final. I want my grandkids to be able to afford to watch football. I still, as a pensioner now, want to be able to watch football. We're very grateful for the Liverpool fans standing with us tonight, but here's a few facts and figures, guys. 1992, Premier League started. Bank of England will tell you goods and services have doubled in price. Premier League tickets have gone up by 700%. The Football League, the Premier League TV deal has gone from 300 million to 5 billion. Players' wages have gone up by 2,800%. So some of your top players, your De Bruyne and your Salahs, good luck to them, but they earn in a morning what the average bloke earns in a year. And now they want to stop concessions for pensioners, they want to stop concessions for kids, and they want more tourists paying £100 each. Guys, ask yourself, is that fair? Is that the future for football? Football is for the people, for all of us, and it needs to stay that way.